All right, so what's going on, guys? So some exciting news out of the Supreme Court, or rather partially, but the Supreme Court ruled today in favor of blocking the vaccine mandates that Biden had set up for private businesses. And so that's for corporations, companies with 100 more or more employees. But it ruled against, I think, in a 5-4 decision for upholding the vaccine mandates for healthcare workers. So some sad news on that front, but it's great news in terms of the progress and what's happening in terms of fighting for essentially for our freedoms. And so I'm not here to, again, debate what science is and all these different things, but regardless of its efficacy, regardless of if it's good for you, and even along that front, there's debate in terms of the right science and peer-reviewed and replicable studies and the effects it has, suppression, censorship, alternatives such as therapeutics, ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine. A lot of people in uproar about that, but yet it's being censored or demonized. You got natural immunity. Even the NCAA recently ruled and said that those that have gotten COVID in the last 90 days, irrespective of your vaccination status, you are considered vaccinated. So that's in favor and talking to natural immunity and its effects. And so a lot of studies, I've talked about that before, coming out. And so again, the main issue here, and regardless of if it's effective or good for you or not, is the imposing and this going against our freedoms, right? So you have to choose, especially if it's for your body, injecting your body. People say my body, my choice. If it's in regards to your health and your choice, then you can't impose that on somebody else, especially as it relates to your employment status, whether you are able to enter the workplace or not. And that form of discrimination is what was ruled unconstitutional with the mandates. And so again, some good news there. I'm not gonna argue for these things, but it's a step towards this fight. And so you never wanna stand there and just let things be, especially if it affects you, your employment, your workplace, your education, and all these different things. So it's good news, but sadly for other fronts, especially with the healthcare, it was not. And so keep fighting. If you are in that space, I know many of you are listening that are in healthcare, keep fighting, keep standing your ground. That doesn't mean just throw in the towel and say, that's it. I believe that once this is passed, and again, this too shall pass is what I've declared before. Once this passes and things die down, these things won't matter anymore. And so again, I don't know how that's going to look, but definitely once Trump is back and once some of these things are put back and fought against, then those things will happen. So you just got to wait, be patient through that. The other thing I want to say is that I declared prophetically last year, the Lord showed me that there was this evil spirit around the Supreme Court, and specifically for Chief Justice John Roberts. And there's going to be, unless he repents or changes his ways, there's going to be judgment for this man, because this person has been wickedly dealing with things in the background, doing all these different things. I don't know if he's being blackmailed or whatnot, but there's an evil spirit around him. I've declared that, and justice and other things and exposure will happen in that area. So with due time, that will happen. But right now, that man is not looking good. And so especially as I think he ruled in favor on one, and then for the healthcare, he didn't. I think also Brett Kavanaugh did as well. But I mean, regardless, for him specifically, it's a warning, it's a caution, and it's also a prophetic word in terms of those that are waiting in anticipation. You're desiring for righteousness, for the courts of heaven, for justice to be properly restored to the highest courts of this nation. And so I believe that'll happen at some point. But right now, be in prayer, be in anticipation, don't let down. It's good movement, good progress, but more to come, a lot more fight to be had. And so God bless you guys. Exciting times, but also more that needs to be done. So keep praying, head high, and God bless you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.